Hi, everyone. I'm Steve here with David Wright. David is a personal trainer at Fitness for 10 in Carson City. Thanks for being here, David.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
All right, so I see a lot of social media fitness influencers talking about supplements and talking about specifically testosterone, but we could talk about anything. We could talk about any supplement here. And we're also talking about women. So if you're a guy and you click this because you saw the testosterone, this is for your girlfriend, your wife, also in as far as optimizing your hormones. My wife is on TRT and it makes a difference. So I wanted to talk about that, but also just so many people that are like, they act like they're doing better than someone else because they don't use testosterone or they're all natural, um, and how to do it without cheating, how to boost up your testosterone naturally without cheating. Well, we're both on TRT.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm going to say we're not cheating, we're smart because you want average is not necessarily good. Normal is not necessarily good. We want to be optimized. Now, whatever supplement you're taking, you don't want to overdose on it. And testosterone, if you take too much, it's not good. The idea is to be healthier, not to put yourself into a potentially dangerous situation. So, what are your first thoughts on people that think or act like, "Oh, you're cheating"? Now, I'm older. I'm in my 60s, but you're even at an age where testosterone production is going to slow down. So, tell me about your thoughts on is that cheating and how it's helped your life and what it does and just what your recommendations are.
Yeah, so I mean, I've actually been on TRT since I believe it was 2019, so about 5 years now. Um, and honestly, I find it funny because when people say stuff like, "Oh, you're cheating to raise your testosterone level," or it's not natural, and I'll give those people a little bit of credit of being right. That's not natural because yes, we are using something to enhance either the performance or, in my case, at that particular time, my testosterone, for whatever reason, and again, this was 5 years ago, was really, 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 really low. I was of an optimal weight. I'd been working out for 7 years, and so I'd done shows by then and stuff like that. So it was like it wasn't reasons people might normally think that the testosterone would be low. So once I got that checked, I was going, wow, this is really, it was like 200. Okay, so had I not been working out, it might have been near nothing because, working out and growing muscle, that kind of thing will help, get more testosterone levels. So when I went to go to see a doctor about it and got the levels checked and then started, the TRT therapy, number one, if we want to stick to, you don't want to take anything at all to optimize your health and optimize how you feel, then that's fine. But for me, I wasn't even at what they would consider a average, normal, whatever you want to say, level for my age. I was way, way below that. So that's definitely not optimal. It's not healthy because there's a lot of things that then happen when you're way low. So to me, that argument is, oh well, if you even take TRT at all for any reason, it's like, oh my gosh, you're cheating. And then of course in the bodybuilding world, even just in the gym, if you're not a bodybuilder or a competitor, sometimes people will go, oh my gosh, this person's on TRT, or they don't want to admit they're on TRT. There are two different types of people that are on TRT. There's the types that are, like myself. I don't take huge amounts of it. Yes, I have a nice optimal amount now, and I'm very consistent with it, going through a doctor and things like that for health reasons, but also, yeah, to help improve my performance. That's one reason why you you do that to begin with, because when you're low down here, you're not going to have optimal performance or even good performance. Like if I want to grow muscle in the gym to be healthy, if I want the energy to be healthy, I have to have what's behind that, which in my case was testosterone. And that wasn't going to happen just by itself, no matter what foods I ate, no matter what safer supplements that I took. And TRT, again, I'm not a doctor, and I've said that a million times in these videos, but it's safe as well, if it's taken according to, your physician and things like that. And so there's people who take it for health reasons, optimization reasons, and don't go overboard and overdose. Then there's the other side that takes way too much and probably a lot of other things that enhance them in whatever way they're wanting to do it, and that's their own business, but they're not the same. And so I've heard that argument of, well, you know, testosterone, is bad for you, whether you're a man or a woman, right? Because everybody's got testosterone. Obviously, men have much higher levels. Women still have it and need it to be there, just as we have estrogen and we need it. We just don't want it high levels for men, opposite for women. So those levels have to be at an optimal place. So you have good performance, so that you have good, just, overall health. And so I think when you're taking something to aid that, to make sure you're in that zone, to me, that's not cheating. It's helped me tremendously with a lot of things. And I'm not taking crazy levels of anything. And I'm, supervised by a doctor, because that's where I go get it done. So I think that's just such a myth. And it's kind of a dangerous one, because sometimes people could benefit a lot from, just a regular regimen of, let's say, TRT in this case. And they just don't go do it because of the stigma, and it could really hurt them in the long run, in my opinion.
Yeah, um, uh, my doctor and a lot of doctors, we're not doctors. You guys know that. But a lot of stuff you're hearing me say, you've heard me say before. Um, it it's not healthy to have low testosterone levels. It's unhealthy and can even be dangerous
Mm-hmm.
to have low testosterone. And I've heard some statistics that men in their 20s, average testosterone is like 420. That's horrible. And so a lot of the doctors say that's normal. Well, normal is not good. Normal is not optimal.
If that's
I
normal,
want
count me out.
Yeah, I want optimal. Now, my testosterone without TRT is not horrible. 300, 350, and my free testosterone was pretty good, but still not optimal. So we want it to be optimal to maximize health. The average 20 something male with a testosterone of 420, that is not optimal. It's not ideal. And that's the average. Who's got the 200 testosterone to bring that average down to 420? So again, you need to talk to your doctor, but 1,000 would be better. It would be
Right.
optimal to optimize your health. And it's not just TRT. There's other supplements you can take. Creatine. Is creatine cheating? Is taking amino acids cheating? Are taking other supplements cheating? So where do you draw the line between cheating and maximizing your health? Now, are we as far as the TRT, um, is that helping us? Of course it's helping us. Um, so I don't know. It's like I just think you could use that argument for any type of supplement.
Oh yeah, and I agree, because I think that you could use it simply for, that same argument. Well, is it cheating, to get to a certain health level if, I'm on, for instance, me, I'm low on vitamin D. Generally speaking, I eat really clean. I do all these things, but like my body just lacks vitamin D. So I've been on vitamin D supplements for a while, and I try to make sure that I go out in the sun more and those types of things when I can. Natural ways of vitamin D. But if I didn't do any of that, right, there's a reason why I'm low on vitamin D, whatever that reason is. Is it cheating because I take supplements and then are taking steps to increase my vitamin D? Because obviously it has tremendous benefits. And there's about a lot of downsides if you don't have enough vitamin D. I mean, it's the same thing in my mind because you need the testosterone, right, to get to that optimal, health and performance. Well, it's the same as if you're lacking in a specific vitamin, mineral, amino acid, whatever it is. Like, you need an optimal level of all of these things in order to feel good and have good performance, good clarity, and mentally, etc. So what's the difference? There really isn't one. It's just that there's so much stigma attached to one, but not everything else. You've seen the supplement stores and different things. Like, there's so many different things. A lot of it's not good and it's not going to help you. But even just down to the basics of vitamins, that makes it simple. Vitamin D, vitamin C, those types of things that we all need. And it would sound a lot more silly in my mind if you say, oh, well, my gosh, you're taking vitamin C every day, that's cheating. That sounds silly. So to me, it sounds silly the other way too, because you're just optimizing your health the way that you would with anything else.
Yeah, and I say this all the time too. Are we enhanced? Absolutely, we're enhanced. Um, but is that a bad thing? I want my health to be enhanced. And you can do that with a lot of different supplements. And testosterone is one of them. So it's an interesting conversation. I hear it all the time. So I just thought we'd talk about it again today. Um, so David, if people want to follow you and see what you're doing with your fitness journey, how do they follow you online?
So they can follow me on Instagram at davidwright_fitness or at Wright Fitness Training as well for the fitness training page.
Okay, and if you guys are in the Carson City area, go say hi to David. He's a personal trainer there at Fitness for 10 in Carson. Thanks for being with us, David.
Thank you, Steve.